Alright, so let's get this on, everybody. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with Gutsman here. And I'm going to go counterclockwise. So it's going to be like, you know, Gutsman, then Cutsman, then Electman, so forth. I'm doing it in a counterclockwise situation. I'm going to try to shoot for no damage for this run. And I'm going to play the whole game of Mega Man for you today. So, I'm not going to do much talking, but I will talk during this. Because if I'm going to do a no damage run, I have to concentrate a little harder than usual. So, alright. Here. But yeah, basically, a lot of people will say that Mega Man 1 was considered the hardest Mega Man game for the 8-bit library of Mega Man. And this is not counting Mega Man 9 and 10 that was released for the Xbox Marketplace and stuff like that. Those two don't count in this situation. However, yes, Mega Man 1 is a very hard game indeed. Just simply because of one, you don't have a charge buster. You know, you cannot charge your Mega Buster. At the same time, the RNG, also known as the random number generator, for this game is like completely crazy. Because you never know what's really gonna happen in your run for Mega Man. You don't know what's gonna happen. So, alright, we're about to get started with Gutsman. Let's do it. Let's go, Gutsman. Now, when he does jump and stuff and, you know, he shakes the ground or whatever, you do not take damage from that. You do, however, take damage if the solid projectile itself hits you. Now, when it shatters, you don't take the damage from the shattered actual, you know, block. You only take damage when the solid block itself hits you. Oh, God. Got him. Yes. Okay. So, that's Gutsman. Now we're going to go and do Cutsman now. And this is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Yeah, that's my point system there. Yeah. Alright, now let's do Cutsman. Okay. Now, to me, if you do Gutsman first, Cutsman is very, very easy when you get to him during your boss fight. Now, I will say, from my experiences with Mega Man, the RNG for Cutsman stage is atrocious. It is just plain crazy. Okay? Did you know that in statistics for Mega Man 1 that most people tend to die on Cutsman stage than anybody else's? I think that's absolutely insane. I actually looked up the statistic on my own, and it basically said that most people die on Cutsman stage when it comes to Mega Man 1. That is crazy. And I can actually agree that Cutsman stage is really, really hard. However, if you know exactly what you're doing, you'll get through this stage. And like I said, if you do Gutsman first, then you go for Cutsman, it'll be one of the easiest boss fights you ever have when you use Gutsman's special, you know, power that you get from him when you, you know, destroy him and whatnot in his stage. These little eye things are crazy. Okay. Let's see. Here are you. I think I can, yes, okay. Alright, now, like I said, yeah, Cutsman stage is really difficult. I was actually flabbergasted when I found out that more people died on Cutsman stage than anybody else's in Mega Man 1. That's crazy. That is just absolutely crazy. But I can kind of see why. You know, if you're a newcomer to Mega Man, and you decide you want to do Cutsman stage first. Ooh, I learned from a lot of trial and error that it is not good to do Cutsman stage first in Mega Man 1. Oh my god, it is crazy. Alright, so now we're gonna be getting ready to kill the Cutsman. So let's deal with this little hallway here. Okay. Alright, here we go, guys. Let me show you how fast I deal with Cutsman. Okay. Come on out. Alright, watch this. 1, 2. There you go. 2 hits with a solid block with the Gutsman maneuver. There you go. Easiest freaking boss in this game. I will say that. Actually, it's the easiest boss in any Mega Man game I've ever played. Now, Electman here is actually my rival in this game. Every Mega Man game, I always have that one Robot Master that was always my rival. And in Mega Man 1, I will say that it was Electman that was my rival in this game. Just like to people's knowledge, in Mega Man 2, Metal Man was my rival. And a lot of people could understand why. Now, the reason why I say Electman is my rival in Mega Man 1 is simply because there is a little glitch that you can do. It's mostly used with Electman's move, but if you spam the pause button when you shoot an electrical burst from Electman, when you get his power and everything, you can literally either do double or triple damage, or you can actually kill that whole enemy with just one shot. It is a glitch that, from my knowledge, it's in every single port of Mega Man 1. And it's really, really interesting too, because, well, how can I put this? Imagine if somebody used that move on you and just spammed that pause button. You know, wouldn't that move itself be like a rival toward you? That would mean you'd have to find some way to dodge that move every single freaking time. And yeah, I love Electman. Electman, when I played Mega Man 1 for the first time, man, I got my ass handed to me when I did Electman first. I did Electman first. I was not thinking straight. This was my first time playing. Let me get this thing over here. Yeah. I was stupid, and I chose Electman first because I was like, wow, this guy has a cool looking outfit. I want his ability. I think it'll be fun. Oh, I got my ass handed to me. I got my ass handed to me in a robotic destroyed platter. It was absolutely insane. I raged a lot because I practiced so much on Electman and I just couldn't get it done. And then down the road I figured out, oh, you know, it's like rock, paper, scissors when it comes to Mega Man. Why don't I just, you know, why don't I just see which Robot Masters I can deal with my regular Buster and see which, you know, what the strengths and weaknesses are, right? So that's when I learned that the pattern to do it in is counterclockwise, starting with Gutsman. Okay, now I like the way that this boss fight is set up here. I don't know if this is used in any other Mega Man game, but from my knowledge, Electman's boss fight is the only one where it's not a complete hallway. As you can see, I'm going up a long ladder. And watch when I get to the top of this ladder. Just watch. There we go. Alright, now watch me carefully. You have to use Cutsman's maneuver on Electman, and if you're very careful, you can hit him in 3 shots like I just did. And Jesus Christ, man. Oh my god. I had a lot of trial and error with Mega Man 1 when I first started gaming. Oh my god, this gave me so many headaches. Oh, now, like I said, you know, you could, you know, continue on down to like Fireman, but I take 2 different paths usually when I play Mega Man 1. I either do a full counterclockwise, or I do Gutsman, Cutsman, Electman, Iceman, Fireman, and then, you know, so on and so on. Yeah. You know, in this particular playthrough, I'm just going to show you the very easy way to beat Mega Man 1. Now keep in mind, I still will state to this day that Mega Man 1 is considered one of the hardest Mega Man games I have ever played. Now, I will say this, when I first played Mega Man 6, that was a hard game. It's, to people's knowledge, Mega Man 6 is my favorite Mega Man game, and also is my favorite NES game of all time. Just because I love Mega Man 6. I really do. I love it. It's a world freaking tour. You know, however, hardest Mega Man game would always go to Mega Man 1. I don't know what it was. It was just really, really hard for me when I played it the first time. And even looking at myself while I play this for you, you know, and me concentrating like a pro motherfucker right now, I'm still kind of shaky right now. You know, I still have not taken any damage right now, and I'm trying my best not to. However, this is still a hard game for me. Mega Man 1 is still a hard son of a bitch. And if you want a good NES challenge, but you want to feel right at home with like Capcom, for example, play Mega Man 1. You know, you'll definitely rage quit sooner or later when you play this game. You will literally rage quit if you take the wrong pathway playing this game. Oh my god, all the times I did rage quitting, man. Oh my god. And plus, you got to realize that this is the first Mega Man game. Alright, well, I'll finish that later. I'm about to fight Iceman now. So, let's get this on. Hello, Iceman. Okay. So, like I said, the electrical maneuver that I'm doing right here, for one, I always wondered why every time I would tend to use the electrical maneuver in a boss fight, you know, when I say electrical maneuver, I mean Electman's attack, it would always make my screen slow down, like, you know, like when there's a lot of enemies spawned on the screen at the same time. I always wondered that, and I still wonder that to this day, like, why is it always just Electman's move that does that to me? And I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying before. Yeah, Mega Man 1. Oh man, I still will think that this is one of the hardest games that I have ever played, because for one, this is the first Mega Man game. You don't have a dash maneuver where you do that little slide thing. You don't have that. You don't have the slide maneuver. You don't have a charge buster. You know, you don't even have rush. It's just Mega Man. It's just Mega Man. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'll tell you this, man. Some people may get tired of the whole formula about, oh, you know, 8 robot masters, an evil doctor, you know, trying to take over the world, has an interesting fortress that always has a skull on it. You know, they tried to mess with you with the storyline with Dr. Cossack, which I thought that was interesting. And then the whole Mr. X situation in Mega Man 6. Yeah, they tried to mess with you. But nah. Dr. Wywee. But yeah. Anyways, though. Okay. The subject of Mega Man, like I said, I could talk hours about it. I could talk about the comic books. You know, I could talk about how he had a crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog recently with Archie Comics. Dude, That was insane. Okay, that was freaking insane. But it's just, you know, I love Mega Man X too. One day I'll probably review Mega Man X, and you know, I might see if I can get Proto Mario to be another special guest on my channel to talk about Mega Man X, because Mega Man X is a very important game too. But as Mega Man X started to go past X2 and X3, it just started to suck. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and get started with Fireman here. Now, Fireman, he's weak against the ice move. You would know that by now. Plus, his move is just plain freaking strong when he uses it on you. But as long as you stick to the ice maneuver, you're good. You know, that's it. You're good. That's all. But yeah, I mean, it's just a subject I could always talk about. Bomb Man, yeah. Bomb Man used to give me some trouble too. But yeah, I mean, while I sit here and, you know, yak my jaws off, I just noticed that I'm still not taking any damage, so that's pretty good. I'm hoping that I don't take any. I'm already doing really good though. So even if I take damage soon, I don't know, you know, I'm still doing good. I'm still doing very, very good. But anyways though, it's like, if you think about it, you know, Mega Man X, the first Mega Man X game, it was ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time, and there was really nothing wrong with Mega Man X to me. I mean, heck, you had the dash feature when you upgraded them. You know, you also had this thing where you could, you know, climb walls, you know, with your feet. I don't know what that's called. You know, you just had stuff Mega Man, the original, didn't have. And it was really, really good. Like, I always thought about something, too. Is, what if, you know, there was no Mega Man? What if Proto Man was the only robot that, you know, Dr. Light, you know, made? Like, what if Proto Man wasn't damaged? You know, what if he literally was Mega Man? Would things have been any different? You know, I mean, I didn't like in the television show that they made Mega Man to be stronger than Proto Man. I couldn't stand that, because if you look at the comic books and everything, oh wow, you just glitched out right there. If you look at the comic books and stuff, Proto Man has a bit of an edge on Mega Man. And as much as I like the Blue Bomber, I'm more of a fan of Proto Man. But I'll get to the rest of that later. I'm going to go ahead and deal with Bomb Man, and then we're going to be heading to Wily's Castle. Let's go, Bomb Man. Let's go, Bomb Man. Come here. No. Come here. Yeah, boy. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I like Proto Man more because just his origin story, and plus, you know, a true Mega Man fan would know that Proto Man's real name is Blues, and he is the first son of Light. And yeah, I always thought it was interesting that, you know, Proto Man was powered by solar power, which is why he shut down, you know, when he escaped Dr. Light and everything. And then Dr. Wily found him and refitted him with a nuclear core. And you find out that Proto Man is only helping Dr. Wily because Dr. Wily saved his life. And this doesn't mean that Proto Man technically fights for evil. He doesn't fight for evil itself. No. Proto Man, he fights for what he wants. If it's going to benefit him, then, you know, yeah. He'll just do it. He'll just do it. However, I just always liked Proto Man. Now, people will say, oh, you know, Proto Man, he's weaker than Mega Man, you know, because, you know, he doesn't have all the talents that Mega Man has. But Spade, why are you playing Mega Man but not playing a hack game of Proto Man? But Spade, why are we not saying but Proto? Well, comment section, I'm going to say something to you here. No, Mega Man is not stronger than Proto Man. In some cases, they can be considered as equal, but at the same token, you have to also realize that Proto Man himself also has the ability to take robots' abilities and use them for himself. He has that ability too. However, Proto Man, when I read the comics when I was a child, I noticed that he trained himself more, you know, independently than just Mega Man being upgraded all the time. You know, it's kind of like, oh god, the Yellow Devil. Hold on, guys, I gotta deal with the Yellow Devil real quick. Oh god, I hate this motherfucker. Oh god. I love the music though. The music though for the Yellow Devil is just plain awesome. Now, if I wanted to be an asshole, I would spam the pause button when I use Electman's move and, you know, probably destroy him in like 2 shots of the Elect maneuver, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm playing this regularly. I'm playing this regularly, and it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong, man. But while I like defeat the, you know, Yellow Devil, yeah, Proto Man also has what's called his Proto Shield. In other like games, including, you know, Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10, Proto Man can use his shield as like a small little jet thing, and also to protect himself, you know, if you want to bring up fan games into this as well. Plus, like I said, you know, Proto Man to me has more skill and base than Mega Man. You know, he just does to me. That's my opinion. You can say Mega Man is stronger than Proto Man as much as you want, but I'm going by comic book material, and I'm not going for the cartoon show. The cartoon show already has its problems. I'm not going to get into that. I'll let the comment section talk about that if they please. However, you know, you gotta realize this, guys. You gotta realize this. Is Mega Man more stronger than Proto Man? No, he is not stronger than Proto Man. Are they equal? Yeah, in some aspects. However, I believe that Proto Man has more experience than Mega Man. He does. Now, Mega Man got a lot of experience. But if you really think about it as well, Proto Man has saved Mega Man's ass a few freaking times, okay? He has saved Mega's ass, you know, a few times in the games, and he saved his ass a lot in the comic books. You know, now this depends on if you want to call him Blues, or you want to call him Proto Man, or if you want to call him the New Age name, which is now Breakman, where Proto Man just basically came, he donned the name Breakman, you know, to get attention off of him and stuff. But he's Proto Man. He is Blues. That's who he is. You know, he is the first son of light. He is a badass motherfucker. You know, I don't see why a lot of people that I see on YouTube diss Proto Man. They diss him so bad. And there is nothing wrong with Proto. There's nothing wrong with Blues. You know, there's nothing wrong with him. If it wasn't for Blues Proto Man, Mega wouldn't have survived some of the times, okay? He wouldn't have. Not one freaking bit. He wouldn't have. Now, is Mega Man more upgraded than Proto? Yes, he is. Oh yeah, here we go. The Mega Man clone thing, yeah. Alright guys, I gotta concentrate here, so hold on. Nope. I cannot let this guy get the momentum. I cannot let this Mega Man get the momentum. I gotta just keep stopping him in his tracks. Move when he moves. Dodge when he dodges. Stop him in his tracks. See, there you go. As long as you prevent that clone Mega Man from getting momentum, you can beat him really quickly. You have to stop him in his tracks. You have to dodge when he dodges. That's how it rolls. And if I'm not mistaken, we should almost be done with the game. Yes, okay. Now, away from that subject there for a little bit, let's talk about Dr. Wily. Or as Mega Man 8 says for the PlayStation, Dr. Wily. Which is freaking dumb as hell. Now, a lot of people don't understand that Dr. Wily is one of the most evil men you could think of for a game. And let me explain a few tricks here, alright? A few things that you should know about Dr. Wily to know that he is a bad guy. First things first, he kidnapped a girl, you know, and made a doctor by the name of Dr. Cossack make robots to fight Mega Man. This guy had enough balls to kidnap a doctor's daughter and make him work for him. Jesus. Okay? Just Jesus. Next thing. Let's talk about Mega Man 2. Now, Mega Man 2 is a lot differently than its NES counterpart. And I'll explain it here. Is Dr. Wily goes to the future, kidnaps a futuristic version of you, brings you back to the timeline that you're playing in, calls you Quint, gives you a robotic jackhammer, and has you fight you. And you end up killing your future self. That is one of the most evil things I've ever heard of a video game character to do. Okay? Like, seriously, man. It's absolutely crazy. Now, another thing that Dr. Wily is evil for is Robenza. Okay? The whole Robenza situation. Oh, man. I mean, where would I start with this? Because Dr. Wily, well, this is in my perspective, okay? My perspective. Dr. Wily made a virus, okay? He made a virus that infects robots. And for some odd reason, Dr. Wily was infected with Robenza. You could go ahead and say he wasn't and stuff like that. He was infected with Robenza. Or is it really Dr. Wily? There's a theory that I, thought about, and I believe it to be true. I think Dr. Wily died a long time ago, and he made a robotic version of himself. And that's what you battle against in the Mega Man games. I don't know when Dr. Wily died or anything like that. That's the only kind of hole in my theory. But it could also explain why, I believe it was in Mega Man 7 that Mega Man was about to kill Dr. Wily. But because of his the laws of a robot, Mega Man was not given that kind of leeway to kill a human being. But Mega Man was like, oh, you know, I'm not a regular robot. You know, how do you know? How do you know that not all this whole time Mega Man was fighting a robotic version of Dr. Wily? Now, there has been cases where you fight a fake Dr. Wily, and this kind of helps my theory here, if you really think hard on it. So, could really, all this time, Mega Man has been fighting a robotic Dr. Wily? I don't know. But it would be interesting, though. I mean, leave in the comments below what you think about my theory while I come over here and I'm going to kick Dr. Wily's ass. So let's go. Let's go, Albert. Let's go, boy. Always use the fireman power-up here. Now we're going to switch over to the Cutsman thing here. Use the Cutsman ability right here. It's better because it has, you know, that archway firing style, which is actually helpful in this situation. Okay. One more shot. There we go. Dr. Wily! Yes, beg down on your knees, Hayden. That's for stealing them robots, son. Now you're going to jail.